everyone. It is 2025, and I'm going to move my mic back a little bit because I'm very loud. It is 2025, and we are back with a new, and I want to say improved, but the only thing that's improved is now the co-host and the guest are the wrong side, and it's tripping me out. But it's the Creators of the Doughnut table, everyone. Welcome. Right, did you notice anything, everyone? Did you notice that we went live a couple of seconds late? Atomic, would you like to tell everyone why?
Weren't my fault.
Did you go for an emergency toilet break at like the very last second?
You know I always do this at a minute two.
A minute two? You did it like 25
It's
seconds
ritual
to.
now. It's ritual now.
It's not. I can't accept that. I can't accept that. I can't do this. Right, before we get into today's topic and the introductions, ladies, we have a very important announcement to make straight off the bat. Do either of you know what this announcement is? No. I would like to make a take this very serious moment to address that Quackma Panda has subscribed for 22 months!
Yay!
Thank you so much. You are contributing continuously for nearly 2 years to the Ross KFC Fund. Thank you so much. Do you know what?
Extra gravy in that bad boy.
Do you know what? That when we hit 23 months, you can go to a family-sized bucket. Anyway, everyone, welcome to Creators of the Doughnut Table. I am Quack. I'm a panda, and today I am joined by two lovely ladies. We'll see how this goes, but the first one I would like to introduce is the beautiful Stream Seed cast member. I want a KFC fund, don't we all? It's Atomic Moonchild.
Hi.
Golf clap, everyone. Golf clap. How are we doing today?
Who, me?
Well, considering I haven't introduced our guest yet, yes.
Well, I thought you might have been asking chat. How is chat today, by the way? I'm not too bad. It's insomnia is absolutely kicking my butt, but we live, we get through it. It happens. How are you?
Yeah, sounds. Apparently, I'm doing better than you. Because actually, I want to say that I slept well last night. I didn't, baby and everything. But yeah, but I don't have insomnia, so I couldn't tell you. So this is getting really awkward. Really quick.
It's not fun.
I would say this is getting awkward, but not in a fun way. It's more like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna move on now. Can we move on now?
Swiftly.
Yeah, switch. Happy day. But not only is actually, first of all, sorry to outguess a second. Atomic, you haven't not been here for a little while. So how was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? Let's go quick.
I had a really, really good festive period, to be fair. Spent it with awesome people and yeah, had a really good time.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, are we ready for 2025's Creators of the Doughnut Table?
We are.
Cool.
We are very ready.
Happy days. But everyone, it is not a Creators of the Doughnut Table unless we have a guest. And I couldn't think of a better guest to start the year off with than Chaotic Neutral.
Woo woo!
Golf clap.
Thank you for having me.
Is that how we're starting off? Awesome. Woo!
Yes.
I'll do it for you. It's all good. How are you?
I clapped.
Yeah, I know you clapped. You did brilliantly. Guest-wise, starting to regret my decision. Oh, hang on. I have a pen in my hand. I need my Twitch. Oh, crap. I dropped my Twitch pen. Right. Okay, let's start again. Thank you, chat. Chat is going well good.
Chat's going crazy.
There we go. Anyway.
Emotes.
So, chaotic. I'm not going to go chaotic. And we preface this in the pre-chat. I can call you Lex, yes?
Yes, that's
happy days. How are we doing, Lex?
I'm good. It's been one of those nights. Babies, it's like we roll with it, and I'll get to sleep later.
Woo! Sleep! Woo! As you can tell, I'm really excited to do this, just because Doughnut Table's back, and I have two very good partners in crime for today. Tonight, whatever. That we'll be guiding. My words are gone now. I'm already on the decline now. Right. So let's just talk about what today's topic is. And we are talking of the world of streaming, as we normally do. But it's welcome to streaming. And it's very specific that it's called welcome to streaming, even though the posts on Twitter have not been. And we only realised that today. They've been saying preparing for the new year. That was the last stream with me and Bri. Well done, Stream Seed HQ. That IT team needs sacking. No, we're talking about welcome to streaming, and there's a specific reason why. Because, Lex, you are fairly new to streaming, are you not?
I am. That's right.
So
I
seen you hit affiliate. I can't remember when. Where was it? October time.
A week after I started streaming.
Show off. Yeah. When was that though? That was the whole point of the question. When was it?
16th of October.
We have a
I
kitty.
believe.
We have a kitty.
Oh, we have.
Yeah.
We have
Second
the first
year.
appearance of the cat.
Come on.
Hey. What's the cat's name?
No buttholes. Thank you. Mittens or Per Minister.
Oh, look. He is the Prime Minister.
Anyway, so Prime Minister. Yeah. So the reason when I was coming up with these ideas for streams, I was like, Lex has just hit affiliate, and I was like, oh, she's brand new to streaming. What a topic! Because now we can get opinion based of like what's it like to be a new streamer versus old streamers. Ooh, but as you are the first time coming onto the donut table, because you're brand new to streaming, tell the chat who don't know you, who are you? Why is your cat's butthole on our camera?
So I'm Kaya, neutral or Lex. I've been a moderator for roughly 5 years now. And I just kind of decided, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. That was back in October, and I've not looked back. And it's been fun.
You enjoying the time, you?
Yes, absolutely. The choice of games is a little bit eclectic, shall we say? But I'm enjoying it nonetheless.
There we go.
It is a little bit crazy.
So my other question as well, before we get into the meat of things, how was your Christmas and New Year's?
It was lovely. I got to spend quite a bit of it with family and also with those in the tin as well.
The tin? Are you on about the toaster?
The biscuit with the wonderful Moonchild and
The toasters.
the wonderful people that are in there.
I'm so sorry. Literally, as you were talking there, just the cat's head just popped up a second. It was just really entertaining.
It will.
I'm sorry. It's just a hi.
What?
Anyway, so everybody who was here, first of all, thank you very much for being with us on the first donut table back. But I want you lot to be with us at the end. When is the end? Who knows? Ooh, I could end the stream right now. Because at the end of this stream, StreamSeed have a major announcement at the end of the stream. That is all I'm saying for now. But you want to be here. You won't want to miss this. And plus as well, everyone's been saying about Chaotic being on, and they're like, oh, I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. So like right now, we're striking while the iron's hot. Because it's probably all downhill from you. Right, let me take that off. Anyway, so we've done that. Anyway, so Chaotic. First of all, welcome to the world of streaming.
Thank you.
It's a weird and wonderful place. More weird than wonderful. Because the internet is a weird place. So when did you say you started streaming? In October?
12th of no. 10th of October, I think it was, and then the 16th. No, it must have been the 9th, actually, because it was the 7 days, wasn't it? Yeah, something like that. Start of October, and then by, I think, the 16th of October, I was affiliated. But it was literally 7 streams.
What, you did?
I was super lucky.
You did 7 streams on the bounce?
No, I think I did it in about 10 days, something like that. So
you've been streaming, what, not even 6 months?
Yeah.
Wow, that's the thing. Tomek, how long have you been streaming? Because do you know what? I will say I hate asking that question because when you watch any streamer podcast, they always say, "How long have you been streaming? What got you into streaming?" But for the nature of the topic, I have to ask. But no, I hate myself. So Tomek, when did you start streaming?
Oh, I can't remember because usually my affiliate comes round. I'm like, oh, another year. I think it's about 3 or 4 years, and I'll know when it rolls round exactly how long it's been. But yeah, a good chunk of years now.
You wasn't streaming during the COVID times, was it?
No, well, I did start around 2020, 2021. That's why I can't remember. So, but it was like post all lockdown and stuff. I was working through lockdown. I got my clapper every Thursday. You know, that really paid the bills and helped out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whilst I was out risking, contacting this horrible disease going round. Like, yeah,
I'm so
that
sorry.
clap really helped. That clap helped so much.
I'm so sorry. I have to. I thought you said I got the clap every Thursday.
Oh,
You're
no,
just
Clap.
dirty.
No, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, but I have to just oh my god. I'm like that.
Yeah.
What, every Thursday? Wow. Where did you find
The
time for
UK
that?
give carers clap every Thursday.
I mean, good God. I mean, like, you mean everyone stood on their doorsteps and I give you a round of applause every Thursday?
Yeah, and it definitely helped with the bills and risking my life.
Well,
that.
of course it did. I mean, I technically, I was a frontline worker. Technically, I worked in retail, so people need them screws. Yeah. So basically, none of us streamed over COVID, which was, by all intents and purposes, Twitch is like big boom. We all sort of ran off the side of it. So I've been streaming. I think August this year would be 4 years, which makes me sound really, really. Actually, I say makes me sound really old. In this line of work, in this world, it is incredibly old. So we'll go to Atomic first. What made you get into streaming? I hate it so much.
I loved creating content for gaming anyway. Like I'm a sucker for glitches, and I used to always record my glitches or like monuments, like winning tournaments and stuff. Big on Apex I were back in the day. And yeah, I just had someone approach me like, have you ever considered streaming? I picked it up about 6 years ago, but I had rubbish internet. And when I watched it back, I tried it with Mike, and all you could hear was and I was like, do you know what? I ain't streaming. I ain't doing that. And then when someone approached me, I thought, do you know what? Like, I do need a confident boost because it had been like destroyed after years of bullying and stuff like that. And I was like, I need a confidence boost, and I wonder if like just projecting myself into that sort of scenario would help me, like push my limits and just let my creativity unleash. So I just went for it, and I've had breaks, but I'm back better than ever, I feel.
Oh, I can wholeheartedly agree on that one. You're all over my bloody sword, mainly because you're tagging me and everything. I'm like, I would also like to address the chat as well. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and all that stuff. You can't say Happy New Year no more, can you? It's been it's 14 days in. Get over it, it's gone. Back to normal now.
Happy 2 weeks into New Year.
But everyone in the chat, but you're now Games Guru. No, I want to say Ross, but no, I don't want to know how he got into streaming in 1972. Lady Dollar, Obs, Gilfly, how did you all get into streaming? What was the thing that got you into streaming? But, Lex, you have not escaped the question. You said you modded beforehand.
I did. That's correct.
What drew you to being a mod first? Because I know quite a few people who are avid viewers of mine, of whoever, but I'm like, oh, why don't you stream? I will always try and encourage people to stream, and they're just like, yeah, no, not happening. So what made you go, I want to give this a stab?
So obviously, I modded for so long. I was kind of a viewer that kind of got roped into modding to begin with, and I actually quite enjoyed it, and it was great, especially during lockdown time. It gave me something to do, as they couldn't go outside, so it was a good way to kind of escape, and have fun and make friends with people along the way. And then from that, I think more so meeting the group of people I've met in the past 6 months was like they were like, "Just press go, just try it, just see what you think." So I spent a little while kind of making little overlays and all of that, and I was doing daft little things for other friends too, who I mod for, and it kind of went from there. I pressed live. The first one I did was with my daughter, actually. We played Minecraft, and it was nice because I wasn't on my own. I got to do it with my daughter, and it was fun. And then I did a collab with someone I modded for B-Boy Dax. We played, I believe, Outlast Trials, and I got kind of an understanding from the streamer point of view rather than from the moderator point of view. So it was an eye opener, and I kind of ran with it from that. I thought, well, I'll just try it a stream at a time and see how I get on, and genuinely not look back.
And you got affiliated within a week, you said?
Yes,
Oh, see,
I do. Put
So
that
deserved,
down to
though. So
yeah,
deserved.
I do put that down to the fact that I had a little bit of a network prior because of the modding.
yes.
So there's people there that actually wanted to support me already from the get-go. So I find myself quite lucky in that respect because I had that.
No, I think it's quite good that you, in a way, probably did it the better way of doing it because Atomic, how long did it take for you to get affiliated?
I think it were about a month.
Yeah, do you know what?
Mm.
I'm about a month as
And
well.
and I weren't really around Twitch or anything like that, so it was building
It was pretty
essentially
much
my network from the ground up.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I used to stream off my Xbox with no camera, no mic, nothing. And I thought, hey, I'm making views, and like I wasn't. I remember seeing the little icon of the one with the person. I was like, oh my god, someone's watching me! Yes, get in there! And that person stayed the full time. And do you know what? I thank you, Quackama Panda, because it was me. And I did not realize that you're always your own viewer. So I was like, well done, person. Yeah, that was me. That person was me. So pat myself. I'm a proud supporter of myself. Anyway, yeah. So when I got follows fairly quick, but the one thing that I struggled with was getting that average, which was it. You got to get like 3.5 average.
Three average, I think it is.
Which
it might have been 3.5 back then.
Yeah, which
I think it's 3 now.
All right, sorry, I'm so old. Back in my day, when my gaming PC was black and white, yeah. So it was, you had to get 3, and I just couldn't get it. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't get it, and then all of a sudden, I just got it, and then I was like, oh, cool, let's do this, and then that first year was just straight up, and then straight down. But so how, being in the Twitch space now, actually being a streamer now for, like we say, let's just say you're doing it for 6 months. How are you finding it as a fresh set of eyes?
It's definitely opened my eyes up to kind of what goes on in the background, how much effort actually goes into preparing a stream, preparing a week's worth of streams, say whether it's you stream 2 days a week, 3 days, 4, however much, like how much goes into it, and the background of it all too, the socials, the networking, making content, long and short form. But you kind of realize how much is actually needed to go into it if you want to kind of grow as a creator.
Yeah, and you're absolutely smashing out the video editing as well. You're doing amazing with that.
I was going to say, for Atomic, like it's not until you really get into it you realize, oh, this takes a lot of time. Like the actual streaming bit is the actual fun bit. And that where you're thinking, like when I first started, I thought, oh, you just press go live and you just talk to people, it's fine. But like, it's everything else outside it. And Mr. Brian Dredd, because he goes, Quack, I'm old too. Yes, you are, because me and him on the last Doughnut table realised how parallel our paths were. And both me and him have like, oh yeah, this takes a lot of work. And I'm guessing, Atomic, you would come down on the same line as us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. People don't realize, like, people who do just hit live, go live, and don't do any of the background work. They sit there on low viewers and they're like, oh, I don't know why I'm not getting ahead, and you just think, are you even putting in the work then? Because it is exhausting. It's rewarding and you meet some absolutely amazing people, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort because you've got to be around. You've got to do your short form, your long forms. You just need to do it and be on it, really.
But
Absolutely.
But as well, like, this is not on my list. But the pressures as well of, because we all have a X, Twitter handle, whatever you want to call it. The three of us are on Instagram, and most people in the chat are on Instagram because I follow pretty much all of you. But the pressure as well of, do you know when like a new application comes out of like,
Yes.
oh, I gotta get my name real quick. Now, I've seen, I again, Chaotic, I don't know how many of these you've seen, but like, what was the one, the video one? It was supposed to be like the gaming.
Hover.
The bugger, Hover. That came and everyone.
Oh my god, yeah.
That is. Do you know
That took off.
Do you know the
It
worst
took
thing
off
is, right?
and then just disappeared as quick.
It feels like that was like, oh my god, that was ages ago. It was like 2 years ago. That was
Yeah.
it. It's not that long, and I'm like, oh, and it's so. I find it for a content creator as a current one of like the pressures of trying to keep up to date with everything. Some days especially as well can be so draining.
Yeah. I think it's the balance of knowing when you have too many socials almost. And knowing which ones you're gonna kind of get more feedback from versus others as well.
Because I have a question for the both of you, right? Is anyone on? Actually, I know Lex is, but I don't know if Atomic is. If it is, not following it. Are we all on Blue Sky?
Nope.
I am.
Ooh, that's why I don't follow you, Atomic, because you're not on it.
Because I have enough socials, I am not adding another one to mix and having to scramble for followers. I don't care. If you want to know stuff, go on my X, go on my Instagram, be in the Discord. I'm not getting another social. I'm not. It's enough as it is. It really is enough as it is. It really is.
Yeah.
So the question
I can't even keep up with TikTok, and I'm trying, and I forget about it.
Can I break the wall a second and ask everyone, like, this is Sean now asking the question, why doesn't everyone talk about Blue Sky? As in, going, hey, I have a Blue Sky account. They just go, oh, I'm on and then put like a cloud and a butterfly. I'm like, am I missing something? Is there like a rude word or something?
It hides you.
Algorithms.
Yeah, it hides you in the algorithm if you mention specific apps.
That's why we say like purple app for Twitch, because it does hide the algorithm.
What, on Twitter?
Mhm.
I thought just people were being weird.
And having your link in there as well can hide the algorithm.
I
somewhat.
know that, so that's why some people put the link in the comments. I know that much.
Yes.
Right, I'm not gonna lie, I feel stupid now because you've been streaming for 6 months and you know way more than me.
But I've modded for years, so that side of it still hasn't quite
God.
changed.
Yep, come on, Quack, right? Whatever. But no, I do agree with you, Atomic, of like having too many social medias. I have a Blue Sky account, follow Quack my Panda on it. And I remember, I think it was the end of last year, I was like, right, I'm going to post on this more. And I didn't. But like, why is there so many... Why is that pressure there on us? Why do we all, and I mean we all do it, why do we put this pressure on us of, oh, we need to be on the latest, hottest topic, even though, and I've discussed this many times on this stream, within like 3 months, that hot topic is gone and dead. It is gonzo. Like, so Lex, why do
Usually, yeah.
why do we put our pressure? Why do we put these pressures on us?
For me, it was with Twitter being changed to X and the algorithms and kind of the content that is now on X. It's not what most people want to see. So, Blue Sky, for example, is very different. It's more like what Twitter used to be. So, if X does go under, there at least is another social that's similar to what Twitter used to be. So that's my reasoning with that. I mean, no kind of pressure to grow it, but it is there, and I'd keep it just ticking over as and when. But
Yeah,
at least it's there.
because did everyone have Hive as well?
No, I didn't have that.
I'm a weirdo! Yay! I had a Hive account. Did anybody in the chat? Like, chat, I have to address you now. Did anybody have a Hive account? See, these two now are looking at me like, what's a Hive account? And
I know what it is. Just
you just
it
didn't have it.
wasn't. Yeah.
See, Bry's my man. Bry's my man. Bry, do you want to come back on the show? Come on. We'll get rid of these pair. We'll get the overlays back up. We'll be me and you again. Hive was like another version of Twitter, and it was absolutely terrible. And everyone
You had the hover.
Yes, I had hover. And then when
I did.
when I quickly realized, unless you play DBD, COD, or Apex, you weren't getting anywhere.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know what it was with hover. I love the idea of it, but then as it came to its end, I realized like, oh, that's why it's gone. It's just because they had their top, say, 20, 30 people, and if you were number 31, you might as well have been 101. Like, there was no point.
Yeah.
But like Lady Doll said, I liked it. I liked the concept of it. But as well, as you can tell, I'm a grown child. On my like TikTok algorithms, if someone's not farting or someone's like falling over and bumping their head, it's not funny to me, so I'm not going to watch it. Or Neil deGrasse Tyson pops up now and again as well. I like a bit of science every now and again. And yeah, so like with Harvard, I don't want to watch crack shots of somebody getting a hit on Apex or something. It's just
That makes sense.
it's just a bit boring. Anyway, so me and Atomic right now, we're going to team up. Yeah. Because it's going to be the old streamer versus the new streamer. So, Atomic, when you started streaming, did you, obviously, like you say, people were telling you to try it, go for it, and then you did it. Was it going to be, because did you have a name change? You weren't always Atomic Moonchild, was it?
No, I weren't.
So when you...
I was
Oh, go on. What was it?
gaming with Moonchild.
I mean, fair enough. Drop the game in. She doesn't game no more when she's Atomic. Whatever that means. Did you, when you were gaming with Moonchild, did you have like an idea of this, like this is your brand, or was this just you pressing go live and just going for it?
My brand has gone through kind of few changes. I started out wanting a pink and green theme. Then we slowly, like my brother developed Vault Buzz, which is the mascot of my stream, and it was a case of let's try and get the colours to go with that and blah blah blah. And to me, it just never felt professional and a bit mismatched. So this year, like after a really good year content creating, I was like, do you know what, let's make it more professional, let's get more of me in there and let me feel more comfortable in my space. And yeah, I think now my branding is on point where I want to be.
So with your when Atomic Moonchild was born, that's when you were like, oh, this is like my brand now, this is who represents me.
I felt comfortable with name, better with the name, because yeah, Game of Moonchild was hard to fit into things. It was hard for streamers, like if I were in the streams, to say it, and yeah, it just got a lot. So the name change was first, and then everything just kind of fell into place from that. thankfully.
Did you watch many streams beforehand?
No.
No, right. So did you have like a gimmick that you wanted for your channel? Like, so for example, did you start streaming going thinking, right, I'm gonna be a DBD player? I don't know why I always go to DBD. I always go to DBD. Or was you literally just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna do what I want?
I wanted to play the game I wanted. I originally started out with what I called Drunken Biscuits because we had the Discord beforehand. And on Fridays, we would drink some beers and game together and just have a good time. And I thought, if I'm going to stream, I want to stream with people because confidence issues and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought, let's do the Fridays that we do, and we called it Drunken Biscuits. And yeah, we did Sea of Thieves, Fall Guys, Payday 2, Killing Floor 2, God, Six Siege, Rainbow Six Siege. We literally just played whatever game we fancied on that day and just had a good laugh with it.
So you were
I
actually
didn't even have a camera
so you
at
were
that point.
actually more community driven then. So you like as all those
Or
games are all
100%.
Ah, right, okay.
100%.
That's quite interesting. Hello, Pocket Locket, by the way. It's a name that I'm not familiar with, but hello. So, with me, I was actually very much the opposite. I didn't have friends. I'm a Mr. Loner. So I just wanted to play all my single-player games that I absolutely loved about and see if anyone wanted to talk about it. And for a while, it didn't happen. Until I got into God of War, then people started... That's when people started coming in. So, Lex, with you... Obviously, all of this is fresh in your brain. You just said in the chat there that you were Alexa 205.
Mm-hmm.
Changing over to Chaotic Neutral. First of all, why the name change?
I wanted to kind of start afresh and go with something that was more me, because it probably does sum me up quite a bit what I am like as a person.
So, the sorry, I then when I shouldn't have. So, when you were like, right, I'm gonna stream, the same sort of question I was just asking Atomic is, did you have a gimmick in your head, or again was you just gonna be like, I'm just gonna press go live and just sort of wing it?
No, I always kind of wanted to do some level of retro games.
Right.
Retro games are an absolute love of mine, whether it be like Crash or Spyro, which is what I started out with, purely because I just completed the trilogy of Crash before I started streaming. I thought there's no point playing it again. I'll go Spyro and I'll come back to Crash at a later date. But I also love horror games too. I'm not a jumpy person when it comes to horror or anything like that. I'm more like, this is really good, this is really immersive. So I've got a slightly different take on what horror games are. So playing multiplayer horror games, I'm the one that's usually cackling and laughing and running around going DBD, DBD as I'm vaulting over things. So
Oh yeah, you were saying that earlier, something about when you vault over something you go DBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's what you would do. That's what you would do in DBD. Obviously, Dead by Daylight, you would vault over pallets, vault over frames. So when you're being chased by other monsters and stuff in other games, and they have the same kind of mechanics where you can jump over things, the first thing that popped in my head was DBD, and that's all you've got. Like the first few clips I ever made is me and Dax going DBD as we're running over things.
Gotta help you when I play this with you. you lot will be like DBD, DBD, whilst I'm screaming in background.
I would say all I can ask is heads of stream seed who are watching.
They are loose.
Can we have a very special stream? Doesn't have to be a donut table where we have like a horror thing where Chaotic Noodles on, and I just want a lot of jumpiness in the game. I don't care what game it is. It's just where I just want to hear DBD, DBD, DBD. I like have a DBD counter or something. I've now decided that's what I want. By the way, welcome on Carlton the Welsh, the mustached one himself. Yeah. So, normally I do this towards the end of the stream where we ask Mrs. Lippers for advice, but since you are, the thing is, right, I had this in my head of like, oh, me and Atomic can offer you advice on what can do. But you've been been around modding just as long as us. But we're going to do this anyway because, I haven't got a backup plan. So, what advice, Atomic, would you give Lex that you may have given her in the past in private conversations, but no one's heard that. So, like, what's the kind of thing as a veteran streamer, which sounds so bizarre, considering both me and you have been around for like maybe 4 years, which is not a long time at all. But there's so many people who have left the streaming platform and like, yeah, we're veterans in this now. What's just one advice you would be like as a new streamer going to Lexus herself?
Make sure you're enjoying it. The moment it stops being enjoyable, take a breather, assess things. It's not with your health to get, doing this is not with your health. So the moment it's not fun is a moment you need to sit back and look at your priorities, what you're looking for, what you want in, and where you want to move forward with it. If it's affecting your mental health, you need to step back and maybe streaming isn't for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Do you know
massively.
what? In not even the full year that I've been doing this, that's so many people who have sat in that guest chair and in the co-host chair as well. So many people have said that. But for me, I didn't hear that sentence or that little word in for about probably the first 4 months, maybe even 5 months that I was streaming. And then there's a streamer who has popped in here every now and again, Mr. Thunder Phoenix UK himself. And he was like, oh, because I used to play a lot of God of War and I used to play a lot of single player games. And he just said to me like, oh yeah, if you're not, because I jumped into like DBD and COD Warzone a couple of times. For anyone who knows me, that is not my jam. And he was like, I was doing it because that was the popular thing. And like, I was like, oh, well, I'll just go with what the flow is. And he said, if you're not enjoying it, we can tell you're not enjoying it. So why are you doing it? And I was like, oh, that's a really good point. I didn't even think of that. Which, looking back on it now, what a stupid thing to think of. Like, yeah, why would you go with the popular thing when you're not enjoying it? You weirdo. But like, my advice to you, Lex, and you may not have had this, but I'm in it for the fat stacks of cash, please. Well, yeah, you're the Twitch partner now. You get a better bloody cut now, don't know. Bloody partner.
You could say that he's earning stacks, man.
Exactly. He's got the purple tech now, and he's raking it in. He can just come in here and he just gets all the attention.
For the record, though, Colton streams are absolutely fun as
they
hell.
are.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Since he is
always a good time.
Have we? Oh, actually, I think Lex, you reposted on TikTok. Did you see? Have you seen his new TikTok?
Yes.
He's got like an acclaim. He's just like, oh, biting his PS5. Yeah. My advice.
He licked his PS5 at one point too, but we won't go there with that one.
I would love
it's a Calton thing.
I would love to say I licked my PS5, but I'm not rich enough for a PS5.
Is this broken?
Any hole is a goal, right? Apparently so. And according to Games Guru, we've all chewed on a controller. Do you know what? I haven't. Anyway, so sorry. So my advice to you, Lex, and me and again, I'm referencing him a lot because again, me and him have led a very similar streaming life. Of me and Bri is don't. If you probably may have the urge to go or want to go completely balls into streaming. So as in, when you're not streaming, you're doing content creating and you're doing, right, I gotta do this. And I don't, again, Atomic, if you can like chip in on this, if you've gone down the same route, but at one point, and it was for a good couple of months, I went so hardcore into this. And then it didn't, like, I don't feel like it's affecting my mental health or anything. I was like, I'm loving this. Like, I'm making sure I'm tweeting all the time, replying to everyone, being in all the Discords and joined like 150 Discords. And then I realized I was only speaking in like 4 of them. But like doing a lot of the same thing. And then Mrs. Quack, this was well before Baby Quack was a thing. Mrs. Quack is like pulling me aside. And she's like, you need to slow down. I'm like, why? Like, I'm streaming 5 times a week. I'm good. Like, yeah. She's like, yeah, but then you're doing content creating on the other 2 days. I'm like, I don't see the problem here. She's like, what about me? I went, oh yeah, I've got to do that, haven't I? Oh yeah, I have to keep relationships alive. Like, not just no Mrs. Quack relationship, like family as well. Oh no. And then when I took the step back, I realized, like, do you know, if I missed a stream, the rage that came from me was unreal. Do you know, like, if I get home from work a bit late and I can't hit my 5 o'clock start, the rage that would come from me. If I'm like, do you know what, I'm a bit ill, and the cat's back. If I feel a bit ill and I can't stream, I would be so frustrated with myself. And then when I actually took a step back, I was like, oh, it's okay to stream 3 times a week. It's okay. Because, again, me and Bri talked about this. I always feel, and again, Tomic, chip in if you agree. I always feel, do you know, if, for example, I don't stream tomorrow, and I said to everyone I have this feeling inside me that everyone will have a go at me. They'd be like, why aren't you streaming? You said you would. Oh my God. No one has ever done it. But do you know if it happens? Do you know next week? Do you know if it happens? I will instantly think everyone's going to be like, why aren't you streaming? No one's ever done it. No one's even hinted at doing it. And it's the
that's the thing. It's your own pressure. It's your own pressure.
And I
always worry that people won't take me seriously because I cancel a stream.
Yeah.
But I also battle with my own mental health. Like, I want to just elaborate on what I said. Like, there's a difference between it detrimenting your mental health and streamer burnout. They are two completely separate things. If it is detrimenting your mental health, where you're in people's inboxes being absolutely negative as hell, or bringing them down, where you're posting on social media with like negative posts and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, I can't do with streaming anymore, I don't think I can handle it. It's like, if it's reaching you to that limit, you need to be sitting back and going, actually, is that for you? Mental health, dealing with that's a completely different thing. I can sit in my voice chat and happily be with a bunch of people. If my mental health ain't feeling it, I can cancel a stream. It is always tomorrow. And that doesn't detriment my mental health. There is such thing as streamer burnout, though, whereas if you go into like balls to the walls, you're just going 10 mile an hour, that is streamer burnout, and that's where you need to take a break and usually just collaborate yourself again and then come back stronger. There's a massive difference. Some streaming's for some people and it's not for others, and you need to recognise those differences.
And do you know what? Gilfly couldn't have said it better. There's always tomorrow.
There is always
Why have
tomorrow.
I read that and I'm like, damn, that's a good one. It's literally
I literally said that. Said that myself.
I know, but I read it at the same time, and I just want to give prep. You're in the chair. You're in that chair. That chair's yours. It's fine. You're good with it. Gilfly's in the chat. Gilfly's trying hard here. So I'm giving
Gilfly is a man of a wise man.
Clearly, because
we love Gilda.
Gilda's just spoken. I'm like, damn, damn. So
smart one he is.
Exactly. Do you know the other thing as well? And I don't know, Lex, if you've noticed this. And me and Atomic have spoken about this. What was it? Me and Loft. It was someone who was in that chair. Spoke about the circulation of people who come into your streams all the time. Now, I said this earlier of like, there's so many people who 2.5 years ago I used to watch and I'd be like, oh my, like I wouldn't miss a stream of theirs because they're so good.
It was me.
Oh, it was it? I thought you were saying like you were that person. I'm like, no, you weren't.
No, I remember this conversation.
Oh, right.
I remember this conversation.
So, very quick side thing. Atomic, you must have that one person who you didn't miss their stream. Yes? No?
Oh God, yeah. There's a few people that I am glad I don't watch anymore.
No.
You
streaming
or not.
You missed these people. You really didn't miss one of their streams. You love them. that they don't stream
Oh
anymore.
yeah, there's a few people that are like taking breaks that I'd love to see back, but
Right.
yeah, it's
Let's
on their own terms.
let's give one person. Oh yeah, 100% on their own terms. Let's give one of them a come back to us, even though they're not watching us. We know they're not. Who's that person? Go.
That Tourette's gamer, get your fucking butt back.
Do you
Sorry, that was worth a swear.
Do you know what? Yes, he's not here, but Carlton is. Sort him out. And yes, Ross, it is wet. That's the northerners came into then. It was just get back to work. Sorry.
Oh, he's on 404 error.
Yeah.
Pocket.
Yeah. But Lex, since you've been around so long, because I thought you'd been around for like a year modding, not all this bloody time. Who is one person that you wish would come back? I'm guessing you have that one person. You may have modded.
Yes.
Give that person a
yes.
shout out.
It is someone that I modded for, and it's the Prince Gaming.
Ooh.
So that was his original gamer tag. I believe it's the Prince Gaming UK now. Big on the DBD scene at the time with the likes of like Lila Solman and that. DBD.
Sorry.
That's it.
That's it. That's the thing. That's the thing.
But he was such an such a wonderful, wholesome streamer. And it's weird him not streaming right now. He's not, I don't think he's been streaming for about 6 months now, something like that.
All right.
He is coming back. He's got kids and stuff, so real life gets in the way and all of that. So it's absolutely understandable. But we were chatting just before Christmas or just after Christmas, and he's saying like, I am going to be coming back at some point, and I'm like, okay, when? Come on, I'd love to actually do a collab with you because it's been that long since we've gamed.
And it's just there's them certain people who you just want them back, and you're like, I will shout you from the rooftops that I love watching your stuff. Just come back. And for me, it is Slinky Dog. Oh God, I miss that guy. He only played like Apex, and what he used to say, he used to play COD, and I hate watching COD, but he used to play Cracked or Hacked. And when whoever killed him, he would watch him for the rest of the game, whether they were hackers or they were actually really good. But like, he would just sit there with his like 30 cans of Pepsi Max, and he would just chat shit. He would just literally sit there, hoodie up, looking like he's just woken up, which knowing him, he probably had, just vaping away, and literally just chat shit for hours. And I absolutely came back not so long ago. He doesn't want him back. Quack is jealous of him. Ross, do you know I don't want back because they're poison to the streaming world? Is Ross TSU? I can say that because I know he's not coming back. But yeah, I freaking love Slinky, and I have to tell this story. One of the funniest things ever that I wasn't there, but I've seen the clip. Does anybody know the streamer Sweet Tales?
Yes.
She raided him once. And I don't know
love Sweet Tales.
I don't know how the
She's
situation
so funny.
happened, but she raided into him. He panicked, and he was like, I didn't know what to do, because obviously he's just had an influx. He was sitting on like, say, 13 people, and his numbers just went through the roof. So he did what he did best. He stood up, took his headset off, and farted into the mic.
Well, that's one way.
Fucking brilliant.
And he said to me,
But to be honest, you probably appreciated that.
and
Yeah.
the thing is, he said, I didn't know what to do. I had a fart brewing, so I thought this would be funny. And he showed me the clip, and he said literally he went from over 100 people down to about 70, like that. And I was like, but why fart? And he was like, what else was I supposed to do? And I went, I can't argue with his logic.
It's not.
He had a fart brewing, so he just stood up, took his headset off, and farts down the mic, and then sits back down.
Oh, I wish everyone I raided would do that.
Honest to God.
Oh, it would make my day.
I require this clip. If I can get hold of that clip from Slinky, I will. I might actually message him saying, "Can I have that clip?" Because it's just so good. It's quite a decent fart as well. I'm just gonna say it's just a proper gumpy one. But yeah, so to our 3 streamers, you are 100% not watching, but please come back because we miss you very much. But yeah,
Absolutely.
so back.
Games Guru has a really good question.
Oh,
I
sorry.
want to.
Go on, Em.
Yep. He said, "Who would you miss if they stopped streaming tomorrow?"
Games Guru
So current
1.
Yeah. Games Guru 1.
Like I said, Games Guru 1.
Yeah,
Next.
Games Guru 1.
Thank you. Oh my god, who would I actually... I'm saying I wouldn't miss Games Guru, because I would. Because I do lurk in his streams. Do you know the late night ones that he does? I lurk in quite a lot of them. Oh my god, I don't... who do I... Ooh.
There's too many for me to mention, I'm not even
But
gonna lie.
I'm weird. Yeah, Chaotic, I'd miss you. I know you're waving.
100%.
I was saying hi to Thunder.
I know you're waving to chat. I know you are, but it just like you went like me.
Me.
Yeah. All right, you're a guest. Suppose you have some sort of thing. Okay. Do you know, like the weird thing for me is I go through phases of streamers, and I will sit here, play Tekken, play Minecraft, play WoW, play whatever, and I'll have someone else on the screen. But I will go through phases of, I will watch one person for like 3 weeks non-stop, and then I may just like dip in and out and every now and again, but then I may not watch them for like 2 months, and I'm like, but it's weird. And there we go. There's one person who I do watch is Mr. Rukang himself, previous guest in the this side now, previous guest of the Doughnut table. Carlton, I'd really miss Carlton because I do really like watching Carlton, and I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, not to specifically name anybody. I go so long. I will watch someone for so long. Right now, and I even admitted this to the person yesterday, day before, and they're currently streaming right now because they're in my DMs, is Ginger Viking. There's something about Ginger Viking right now I'm loving, and I can sit here and I play Minecraft, and I can be diggling a tunnel out, and he's just playing Octodad, or he's playing, what else does he play? What was he playing? Oh, Marvel's Rivals.
Souls type games as well,
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals.
And it won't be a thing of like, oh, he said something, oh god, I'm not gonna watch him no more. But it'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna go on to someone else. I'm gonna go on to I'm gonna watch Atomic Moonchild now. I'm gonna watch her for 2.5 weeks, and then I'm gonna go off now. I'm gonna go watch Moonbeard, even though Moonbeard doesn't stream. Yeah, so it's weird for me. So we'll shoot the same question. Atomic, right? Atomic, here we go. This is your time now, right? This is your moment. Are you ready for this? You could be like a host, and you can ask Alexi the question. Go.
What, the question I've just asked?
Yes.
Look, I need it feeding to me. Lex, if someone stopped streaming tomorrow, who would it be who you'd miss if they stopped streaming tomorrow?
B-Boy Dax, without fail. It would be him. He absolutely brightens my day up every single morning with the chaos. It is Carnos from the moment he presses go to the moment that the stream ends every single day. And his reactions to jump scares is, I've not seen any other like it, to be honest, so far.
That's great.
Ginger Viking's quite close.
And I'm gonna
to
have to jump in sometime and like check this out.
I'm sure you're gonna have
Sometimes you need that buzz in the morning to get your day going.
You're just gonna have to link us all now and be like, right, who is this person? His followers are gonna shoot through the roof now and be like, why all of a sudden now am I getting follows? Okay, so yeah, so back to my original point of the you have to. I don't know. Again, Lex, I don't know if you even noticed this, but have you noticed with people leaving this space, what it seems like weekly, Like every other week, it seems to be like, oh, that person stopped streaming. Oh, that person stopped streaming. Take Tourette's. Not that I'm saying he's gone from the space, because he hasn't. But one day, just stop streaming. And for whatever reason, it's completely fine. Whatever reason, if he may never ever come back to streaming, which would be an incredible sad loss to the streaming
Absolutely.
world. But do you ever find like you have to not? This is gonna sound really weird. Of not continuously looking for new followers or viewers or anything, but you have to kind of keep that circle of friendship growing every time. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like you're looking for that kind of dopamine hit that you get from being in someone's channel and
Yeah.
conversing with, the usual kind of community that's there. You're the ones you go in and you know them
Yeah.
because you speak to them quite a lot in chat. And then when a streamer kind of stops streaming, you kind of lose that.
Yeah, they just
I
sort of
wouldn't say
disperse.
I wouldn't say friendship unless obviously you've met up and you've kind of connected that way. But like from a parasocial point of view, those that you'll kind of ask how the day is, what you're up to, what you're having for tea, that sort of thing. When you're so used to doing that every single day, and then that streamer stops, where do you go?
Well,
What do you do with that time?
There we go. That's a question I'll pose. Like we can ask each other. Is like, what do you do with that? By the way, before you answer, Mrs. Quack, whoop whoop, she is subscribed for 20 months. Can we all? Whoa. Let's calm down. Golf claps. That's all we needed was golf claps. It's only Mrs. Quack. Yeah.
Golf claps.
Golf claps. So sorry. I just wanted to go DBD. Nothing happened, but I just wanted to say DBD.
That's it. It was for the Minecraft noises last night.
Oh.
That's it.
Right. Right. Okay. Context. So, I took a big boy jump and I have joined the Toaster crew. Sorry, Biscuit Tin, which is Atomic's Discord. And her Discord general voice chat is popping. Like, just a quick check. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. There's 5 people in there right now just chilling. So I'm a bit of a social hermit, and unless I'm talking to the boys, I'll just sit here in pure darkness playing Minecraft, just being like, vegging out. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to be a big boy, and I'm going to join that chat one day. So I joined it, and I was playing Minecraft, and a villager happened to speak into my right ear, and he just went, ha. So I went, ha. But the thing was, nobody was chatting at the time. So in the pure silence, it was just me going, ha. So now it's, so it's a bit of a thing now, along with DBD. Ross is saying something about being sassy. I don't know. Ross talks a lot. What? Ha. Oh, ha. I was like,
ha.
I thought it said harsh. I was like, who's being harsh? Ha. Anyway, what was I on about? Yeah, so Alexis, what do you do with that time then when with especially for you as a content creator, a new content creator, you have your base of people who come to your stream and then all of a sudden they go, do you know what? I'm out. How do you go about? I say getting a new social circle. So I know what question I want to ask, but it's really hard to like spit it out. Of like, how do you go about making new friends? Another question.
So,
to ask?
For me, it would be as long as you're confident in the content that you're making, whether you have a chat full of 10, 15 people or whether you have a chat full of 0, as long as obviously your audio is clear, camera is all right, it doesn't have to be at top end or anything, and you're able to relay kind of what you're doing within your game or whether you're just chatting or whatever. If that can be made into kind of short and long form content, it can be a conversation starter on other platforms that you can then obviously have that backwards and forth with potentially new viewers. that then may come over and then obviously chat with you live as well.
That was a very good answer for such a crap question from me. It was such a long-winded crap question, but you answered that beautifully, I'm not going to lie. But as Bryce says, how do you make friends? Just go with that. But we have had some... why were we having a little discussion with it? We had some brilliant answers. Lady Doll says, I sit in Atomic's voice chat and make new friends. That is a decent
That's
one.
also a good choice.
That's also a way. But, you know, we're not promoting Atomic Moonchild's Discord, are we? But even though pretty much half of the chat...
I haven't said nothing, really.
No,
You're the one saying how many people are in my voice chat.
You're getting your followers to do it. That's even worse. You're just letting them off the leashes and just letting them go. I'm not. They're lovely people. But I will... The next comment after Lady Dolls was... good. It was real good. It was from Carlton the Welsh. He must be Welsh. He says, send toe pics and hope for toe pics back.
Yeah. Balance, Carlton.
And to be fair, Moonbeard, even though it's O's, says, what's a friend? That do you know what? I vibe with that. I vibe with that quite well. So yeah, Atomic, with you as well, how do you... I'm just going to go with it. How do you make friends when your previous friends leave you?
It's hard. You end up putting a bit of a wall up when people have hurt, like if they've left you because they hurt you, sort of thing. But I think it's just having that open heart and yeah, well, the people who care will be around. Whether it's chilling out in voice chat, whether it's coming by your streams, whether it's in inboxes or just sending random memes to each other. People who want to be there will be there, and I consider those friends.
But you know what? We were on about earlier about like the amount of effort that it takes, not effort, but the amount of work it takes to do like the social media and the TikToks, long form, short forms, and all this. Building them bonds just takes as much work as well. Not that I'm saying like, oh, being a friend is hard work or something like that. And by the way, I have read Ross's comment, and as you was talking about like, oh yeah, you know, making bonds, I was dying to, well, I did laugh, but I had to turn my mic off. It was, can I make one request? Before the wave goodbye, can we get a synchronized villager moan, please? Which
yes,
we are all doing. It's not up for discussion. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you lot feel of like, do you know, like you say with the biscuit tin of everyone just sitting in that chat. Now, I'm a part of a lot of Discords. I've left a lot. I haven't seen that kind of chat happen unless there's like some sort of game going on or some sort of community night. Even in my Discord, I would love to do that kind of thing. But I think because people are so busy, and like with my Discord specifically, I always like to say it's like the adult Discord, because like most of us have got kids, most of us have got like full-time jobs, so like we can't just we can't spend that kind of time. Like a lot of people in my Discord are not streamers, which is absolutely fine. So like for me personally to come into into that voice chat as I have been doing, for all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm actually like talking to people now. And I'm like, oh, this like does take time, because whereas normally, I don't know, I would just sit here in the dark and in the silence playing Minecraft, listening to Slaughter to Prevail or something. What was my point? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. But I think it was more along the lines of like, even building bonds with people can be just as much work, because you have to physically put the time and effort in. Otherwise, you don't get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. Do you know what? Streaming's puts a lot of pressure on you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
But who puts the pressure on you?
Monday.
Yourself.
Yourself.
What a weird world this is. I know it was weird to begin with, but like, my God, it's so weird. So
it's not for the weak. Absolutely.
You know, I always does anybody get really annoyed when you speak to non-streamer people, so like work friends or like family members, and they always just go, like, for me in my work, one of the girls has like an 18-year-old, and he's bought his PC and he wants to do YouTube videos and stuff like that. And she's like, the thing is, what a waste of time. And I'm like, why is it a waste of time? And she's like, oh, because the thing is, he just sits in and plays games. And she's like, yeah, but like he can, you know, you see Ninja or whatever their name is, and he's got all these views, you know. And I'm like, that takes so much time and quite a lot of luck as well to get that kind of big. It's just, does anybody get really annoyed when they're just like, oh yeah, you just sit there and game?
I think unless you're kind of natural gamer yourself, or you're actively kind of watching people on Twitch, whether you are a streamer or not, it's a very different world almost. So if you've not got any sort of gateway into it, the community is almost guarded in a way unless they're willing to kind of step over that threshold and look into it for themselves.
And Carlton, you don't stream. You just put a game on and you just have a controller in your hand. You don't stream. Yeah, so because do either of you watch League of Legends World or like know what of it? Yeah,
Another game.
Right, so they have, and to be fair, I'm new to this. Only Leon and Ross have showed me the world of it, as in the past 2 years. League Worlds, the 2024, was held in the O2 and sold out in like 3 or 4 minutes. And when they did resales of like bot tickets, they got rid of all the bot tickets, and then Ross, all the roads lead to me, of course they do. When they did like the resale, they sold out all again in like 5-6 minutes, I think it was. And I was saying that the prize, so it's right, they've already sold out the O2, and I was saying the prize money, I can't exactly remember the very specific money, but I say it was £500,000 for the winning team. And then I was saying like the winning team get 500 grand each between them all, but then you got to think of sponsors, the people who, you know, all this money, this extra income coming from. I was like, they would be making like probably over £1 million just from one event. And then again, my friend in work just turns around and goes, "What? So you would pay to go to the O2 to watch someone play on their PC?" Yes, I would. But like the gaming world,
it's gaming history, isn't it?
It and the thing is, do you know, if you, until you look into it, it's a massive thing, but yet nobody really talks about it that much.
Yeah.
Like Atomic, did you know that they sold out the O2? Did you even know it was happening in
I
the
did.
O2?
No, I did used to keep an eye on like the AGLs when they were on. No, ALG should I say. Apex Legend like tournament ones.
Yeah. So like, what was the sizing of that? Because again, I don't know nothing about that.
I think it was EA in it, so yeah, it was quite massive to be fair. Big eye teams and they're good players and all that stuff. I ain't kept in loop for years though with that, but I used to watch that religiously when it were on.
But yeah, it's mental of people think, oh, it's just gaming, and it's not, because it takes so much work. And I can't remember, someone hates the word, but it is a grind, and it on some days it's a bloody hard grind because you've got to keep on top all the time.
Yeah.
And if you take a day off, not that you're going to fall behind, but there are going to be people who are going to take over you. And if you take, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to have a week off social media. It's fine. You can fall out the loop very quickly.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Chaotic, going into 2025, as this is the first stream of the Doughnut Table, what has Chaotic Neutral got in the works for 2025? Have you got charity streams involved, like planned? Have you got meets planned? Have you got a subathon? Like what's your goal for 2025 as your first proper year of streaming?
So I have 2 charity streams this year. So the Sands one that's in the February. So the 1st and 2nd of February with a ton of other creators working together for obviously the neonatal death and pregnancy loss charity. I also am planning on doing the game together. I believe it's called the Everyone Can one in September. Well, they've not actually released the date yet, but it's usually around September, October time. So the plan is to do that and to do like a big stream for that, potentially a 24-hour one. I feel like I'll be towards the end of my first year at that, and I'll be a little bit more confident and have a bit more kind of support behind in theory. So that's kind of my aim this year, is to work towards that. I am at the Cardiff meet in March, the end of March, with practically half the people in chat,
Pretty
and
much
yourself and the child as well. I am
Can't wait.
looking...
Road trip.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be so much fun.
And for me, it's like train trips, 6 stops there.
Timeless, when that gets announced, obviously we know the date, so we just don't know where yet. So we're waiting for more information on that, and obviously the MCR meets too.
Yeah,
That's kind of the aim again this year.
So, did you say you're aiming or you're planning to do a 24-hour stream?
Yes.
Ooh, that piqued my interest because I've done one of them. Moon, have you done a 24-hour stream?
Oh no.
I don't sleep, so
A
it's
flag.
not like it's...
All I can say with a 24-hour stream, think of your start time, because I see so many people start at like 6-7 o'clock. I'm like, bad move. Start in the morning, because you can when I did mine, I literally woke up, had my morning poo, had my morning pee, go. And literally, I just survived the day. And by the end of it, like, when I started it, I was like, hey, what's happening? It's Crack Panda. Hey, let's do this. Hey. And then by the end of it, I was like, yeah, you want me to, yeah. Oh, you're so funny. Yeah, cool.
I definitely think a lot of kind of scheduling and stuff needs to go into it. Make sure you're taking regular breaks, that you maybe break up the day, so you know to kind of keep your energy at a certain level within reason, so you're not going hell for leather right from the beginning. And just thinking about the style of games that you're playing, think about kind of what your usual viewership is throughout the day as well. So you know, like, first thing in the morning, people are not necessarily going to be there. So looking to do, say, open lobbies on a multiplayer game might not be necessarily the best thing to do. Start out with something quite chill, quite relaxing, and then throughout the day, work into something a little bit more full on, whether it be Dead by Daylight, whether it's Fortnite, Fall Guys, whatever that might be. Get the community involved, have a laugh, and then obviously, as it starts getting into the late evening again, maybe go back to single player games, unless you've obviously got American friends that would technically still be up, so you can go on a little bit longer with that.
Yeah. The other thing as well, and I'm not saying you may not have one, but when I did mine, I was very lucky, didn't ask, but I find when people do 24-hour streams, is if you can have someone in the chat stay up with you, or like if you can have people, I know it sounds horrible, do shifts to like sort of keep you going. That helped so much, because then like
it really does.
Whereas if I was just sitting there not talking, because obviously I've been up for 17 hours, I'm knackered, and I'm like, that 23rd hour mark, if nobody was in the chat, I would have fallen asleep.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Moon, before we start getting to the Leon question, how many hours have you done? What's your longest?
I think it's 15. You're asking me, weren't you then?
Yeah.
I think it's 15 I've done. I remember doing a 12-hour stream and then obviously they added time if there were donations. And I think it got to 15. But you can tell I flag. You can proper tell I flag. Like I'm like I flag after 2 hours sometimes. It just depends on the mentality.
Yeah. So, Chaotic, since you were eager to jump in, how long is your longest stream in your 6 months? It should be like half hour. You should be like trying to build this up.
I think possibly 5.5 hours.
That's still
playing,
impressive.
That is impressive.
Playing a mixture of, I'm gonna say Terraria. It was a more recent one, Terraria, and then Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. Because that game, once you're in it, you can't put it down. It's so good.
Right.
Even though I'm so bad at it, it's so good.
We need to stop.
Thank you for the sub rolling thunder.
I would say we need to stop the stream again. We've got another subscription. Golf clap, everyone. From Mr. Rolling Thunder 84 himself. Woo woo! 3 subs in one
Round
stream.
of applause.
Good God. This stream seems getting popular.
It is?
What? What did you say there? Yeah.
I said it is.
Oh, do you know what I thought you said? I thought you meant, you think? And I was like, all right. Someone ain't coming back.
Sarcastic.
Wow.
You think?
You think? Oh, okie dokie.
That's an extra pot of gravy for us.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. With Mrs. Quacksummon as well. He can go up to the family bucket now.
Oof. Nice.
Wow. We are really getting into business. Okay. So.
Save a corn nut cob for me.
Oh, no.
Love a KFC corn nut cob, me.
Corn on cob. Your northerness is so funny. Right. So, Lex. Towards the end of these streams, we like to pick on Leon. Mrs. Lippers, as Carlton once deemed him as. He doesn't stream at all, but Leon just sits there, scratches his bald head, and goes, "Do you know what? I want to get into streaming." But he can't come to me or Atomic because we've been in here too long, and we're two crusty old veterans, and we're like, "Do you know what? Don't bother. It's stupid. It's crap. You don't make no money. You ain't gonna get famous. Just don't bother, right?" So he goes, "Who can I go to?" I know. I'll go to Chaotic Neutral 9. And he goes, "Lex, can I call you Lex?" You go, "Yes, you can." He goes, "Thank you very much. I want to get into streaming. Since you are so new, what advice can you give me as a new person to the streaming world?"
Think about what you want to do as a streamer, whether you want to be a variety streamer, whether you want to kind of pigeonhole yourself into a category. Take your time building your overlays and anything you kind of want to add to your stream first. And then look at what days are busy versus quiet. Look at, if you have a game in mind, have a look kind of where it is in the category, whether it's a game that's quite well known or whether it's a smaller game with a smaller category. Kind of get a rough idea of who's about at the time. If you were to press the button and go live, make sure that your audio is good, because people will stay for the audio over the camera. So if you've got a good audio, even if people aren't necessarily chatting at the time, but they're just lurking in the background, if they can hear you and it's clear, they're gonna stick around, especially if you're funny with it or you are able to relate in them in some way.
That is very, very good advice. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I don't know why I'm saying that so much lately. I don't know why. We are coming to the end of the stream. So, first of all, I would like to thank Chaotic Neutral for joining us. Lex, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's been quite fun.
I was going to say, did you have fun?
Yes, I did. It was quite fun. Absolutely.
But all the people that are in the chat right now. So, Lex, we are going to take the spotlight off you for a second. Is that okay? Can we take the spotlight off you now? Are you done basking in the glow that StreamSeed gives you? Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay. You can have a chill. So, as I teased at the start of the stream, I have to have my... No, I don't. I don't have to have my Twitch pen. I have a spare because I just dropped my pen. I said at the start that we would have a special announcement. And since we're coming to the end of the stream, we might as well do the special announcement. So, Streamseed has been around, as we discussed, on with Leon and Ross. I think it's 3 years, 2.5 years. I've been around for Streamseed in the background and on camera for about 1.5 years. And for people who have been around as long as I have, Streamseed has gone through a lot of ups and a lot of downs. We've seen a lot of people come and we've seen a lot of people go. And as I said the other day, every person who has had a part, even the minutest part of Streamseed, have helped us, have been a stepping stone and helped us move forward. Even Lex being in the chair right now has helped me and Atomic grow as co-hosts. It's grown Lex's confidence in being on a chat show. Because is this your first time ever been on like a podcasty chatty thing?
Yes.
There
yes,
we go.
Absolutely.
And to be fair, there's a few people who have never been on these kind of shows. So I'm like, we are giving you the opportunity and you're helping us as well. We can't help you unless you're helping us. So like, this is a very good relationship that we're doing. And we here at Streamseed know that 2025 is going to be our year. We are planning in the background. There's so much planned. And there's so much more planning. Like, Atomic, you can even think of what Ross put in the chat just, what was it, like a day or so ago of like the TikToks. Yeah. Ross has got some ideas. But obviously, Ross is the head of studio. And when we go to events, Ross is the man to go to. When it comes to online, I'm the head of creative. And I have been pushing for something that is now happening. So we've had 2 drum rolls, but can I get at least one more drum roll out of people? Just someone give me a drum roll, please. Until someone that doesn't in chat, you'll be doing that for a long time. The paid of you. Yeah. There we go. Oh, okay. We're just gonna get a brr from Ross. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take my headset off of this, so now I can't hear either of you. So I'm happy to announce. No, I'm gonna put my headphones. What? Do you know what? It's cold. I'm going to happily announce that we here at Streamseed are going to be launching our official podcast.
Yay. Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know when there's literally nothing in my ears? That seemed really just like... Yes, we have an official podcast.
Yes!
Amazing.
But, Atomic.
Yes.
Would you, because I've done this, you as much as a part of this, and Lofty. If I could have, like, Lofty in a bottom box here as well, we'd have Lofty here as well to, like, do this. But you can have the honors. Tell the lovely people in chat, why are we doing a podcast? What is this stupid idea of a podcast that I've been pushing for ages?
This podcast is a companion of the creators of the Doughnut Table. It's going to be called Doughnut Bites. It's one you could potentially watch, but more so just listen on your go. And it's going to be bi-weekly, but expect it the week after. And the first episode will be on tonight's creators of the Doughnut Table. So expect that next week, and keep an eye on Streamseed socials for more information and links to where you can accept that and get it in your earlobes.
So, we're going to be talking about Chaotic without Chaotic being there.
Fun time. So, yeah, any guests that are on, if you want to know what nitty-gritty stuff we get to talk about afterwards, tune into the podcast.
That is a way to get views. That's a way to get views.
Absolutely.
Just everyone's just going to be sitting there going, what shit do they talk about me? Oh, they spoke really good things about me? Oh. Right, whoa. Okay, so first of all, that's incredibly good news of that. We are doing the podcast now. But Ross has already gone, Atomic to host when? Now, I'll take that from Ross, because Ross likes to have me on things, right? But then Games Guru goes, Atomic for host, let's get it trending. Let's not. How about no?
We're working on things. It's in the things are in the pipeline, and
Are
let
they?
us
Are they?
let us get donut bites off the ground first, and let's see where it goes.
Are
and,
they in
yeah.
the pipeline? Am I not a part of this pipeline? This is a different pipeline than I normally see.
No, we're in the pipeline. That's what I'm on about.
Yeah. I'm not liking the way this is going, but yes. So with donut bites, it will be myself and whoever is the co-host for that week. So for the next week's podcast, it will be me and Atomic Moonchild, and of course, if Lofty's here, Lofty will be the co-host as well. So guests, whatever. We only have them for now and then. That's it. But yeah. It will be in your ears, like Atomic said. Keep an eye out for Stream Seat socials, and we will get it to you next week. I don't know about you, Atomic, but I'm super looking forward to this now. I'm buzzing to this.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. After our pilot, yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, that was. It's a shame that no one really will get to listen to that one, because that was quite a good one. Anyway, right. Should we call this a day?
Oh, yes.
Don't
forget, we need to do the villagers.
We do. Right.
Not letting you get out of that one.
No.
So what is it? Nah, because I don't play Minecraft.
Ha.
Ha.
It's all in the
Ha.
Ha.
Oh, like He-Man. Ha. Okay. I'm perfecting it before we go.
We did in the background.
Okay. Right. So we'll. Right. Actually, no. Let's just do it now. Okay. So we'll have to go, right? Because there's probably going to be a delay, but we'll just do it anyway, right? So we'll have to go 1, 2, 3. Leave it like a tiny gap. So, for example, it will go 1, 2, 3. Ha. There we go. Right. Are we all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is the one. 1, 2, 3. Ha.
Was that done well?
Right. Let's give because I know what Ross is doing, right? Let's just give another one for him just in case, okay? Ready? So we go 3, 2, 1. Ha.
Ha.
I'll do. I'll do. Oh God. Why don't you say on 3?
You said a gap afterwards, and I think that's what delays.
That's the gap. Instead of do 1,
Right.
2, 3. Ha.
Right, okay, we'll do that then. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Ha. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Ha.
Ha.
That actually worked very well. So who did that say? Gilfly? Whatever, you banned. Right, okay. Let's finish this up, shall we? Why not? Atomic, thank you very much for being here again. Welcome back.
As always.
You're not going in. You're not going in just yet. Yes, this question's to you. I'm still looking at you.
Oh, I didn't know it were a question. I thought it were a statement.
No. Are you not going anywhere yet?
No, I am not. I am. You've got me for good. More full use.
Okey-dokey. Right, Atomic Moonchild, what have you got going on? This is your promo time. Look down the barrel of that camera. You have to for this bit. Look down the barrel of the camera. Tell everyone what you got going on.
Hate this bit. I'm Atomic Moonchild. I'm a variety streamer. I have a couple of charity streams coming up in February, so please show some love and support. There is a mass of people streaming for Sans. Mrs. Quack is the organizer of that, so please show everyone some love in there, because it is an amazing cause, and we are all raising money for this beautiful cause and working hard at it. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it for now for me.
Okay.
You know I hate this bit.
Right, Chaotic, you are new to this. So, what you got to do is you got to look down the barrel of your camera. You got to look right into the lens, right? Yes, with the glare of your glasses and everything, right? And you got to tell everyone what you got going on. What's your Twitter? What's everything? This is your chance to shine. Go for it.
I am Chaotic Neutral. For the next couple of weeks, I will be getting everything ready for Sans, as well as Moonchild and the rest of the creators that are doing it. If you want to follow me, my Twitch is /chaotic_neutral_9. You can find me practically on other socials with the same name. The only one that's different is my X, which is at Alexia205.
Well done. I'm Quack my Panda, I'm the variety streamer, and I'm also the host of pretty much everything Stream Seed that's online. You can follow me. Everything is Quack a Panda. I'm not hard to find. But don't forget as well, everyone, we'll be back in, well, me and Atomic will be back in your ears next week. Next week. We'll be back next week. And then we'll be back on this donut table in 2 weeks' time. Don't forget, Stream Seed will be going to the Cardiff Creator Meetup on March the 31st. And do you know what? Do you know if you're thinking, oh, should I go? Should I go? You should. Because the three of us will be there. As well as, you know, there's a plethora of other people, but at least the three of us have been there. And you've been watching us for like an hour and a half now. So if you don't like us, then, to be fair, that's your problem. So, yeah, so March 30th, March 31st, March 31st, yeah? Yeah. Could someone please confirm this for me? Please. Please.
Let me have a look. It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, I know that much.
30th. I thought
30th.
it were.
Get in there. Anyway, yes. So please, if you can come to Cardiff, please come and talk to us. We would love to see you all there. Someone sack Quack? Hell yes. But yes.
You threw me because of saying 31st because I'm like, I'm sure it was 30th.
I know. Promoter Atomic. I'm glad we come to the end of this now. I'm fed up with this now. I would like to thank Chaotic Neutral again for joining us, and I would like to thank Atomic Moonfire for his consistent help. Ladies, this is the part of the stream now where we don't raid because Ross doesn't like raiding, so we don't do it. This is the part of the stream now where we look straight down the camera and we have to wait for the Twitter picture. So I have to make sure my right hand's on. Right, okay. Are we all ready for this?
Yes.
Right, okay. Raiding is a scam. Right. 1, 2, 3. Ha! And all wave. All wave. And everyone.